Hello everyone, Demmy as always. I'm gonna bring you NUP Member of Parliament, Chadondo East, Nkunyingi Muwada. This is our MP, Nkunyingi. Good morning, Honorable.
Yes, good morning.
It's an honor to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm one of the executive members on UK People Power. So I've got a message for you regarding foreign affairs. First of all, I want to thank you for the work you did for Freddie Rumbuye and the other work you've been doing. I've got 3 questions for you. We are honored that in March 2021, is it this year you presented the alternative policy for people for diaspora. How far is it gone?
I want to be clear. It is an alternative policy
Okay.
for foreign affairs.
Good.
It partly involves the framework in terms of operations and service delivery by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Uganda here.
Okay.
Our missions as embassies.
Yeah.
And the rights of our nationals in Uganda and those in the diaspora, because some of those in Uganda are the same who actually exit to the diaspora. Okay. And all other incidental matters relating to foreign and international relations. And so I would be right to say it is not necessarily for diaspora,
okay,
but for the entire foreign affairs,
okay,
including ordinary travelers,
okay,
including because people travel for different aspects.
Yeah, we understand the contents are detailed.
Two, it is within the legal framework and our rules of procedure that we have a leader of opposition, for example.
Good.
And at the leader of opposition, we monitor and keep in check all government programs and all government proposals as proposed through the line ministries. And much as ours as a shadow cabinet is not as big as the the other government cabinet. But we try to keep in check and constrain our voluntary efforts to keep in check. Ordinarily, the law requires that the line minister must present a policy statement for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the law requires and provides that we have the right of reply as under the leader of opposition, and now specifically as the shadow minister of Foreign Affairs. So in that regard, we had a reply for Foreign Affairs, which I presented, covering various aspects, and
24 points.
I cannot go through one by one.
No, you can't. But we haven't got time.
But to be specific, we emphasize the need and the urgency, because most of our recommendations actually, when such were referred to our Foreign Affairs Committee, I made a very elaborate and spirited presentation and fight to ensure that they are captured within the recommendations of the report by the Foreign Affairs Committee. You know, ordinarily, when your recommendations are not captured by at a committee level, you have a right to present a minority statement when the matter is referred to your committee. Now, for Foreign Affairs, I ably defended, and most of them, actually all, were co-opted and captured by the report of the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament.
So it has been presented.
And after being captured, the same report was presented before Parliament and was approved.
It was approved.
It was approved by Parliament in plenary as a whole. Among the key aspects we actually addressed was the issue of, for example, external labor recruitment. You know, when you talk about, for example, the Middle East, the Middle East, the Gulf region, where we have a lot of influx. I mean, the Uganda nationals being exported. I would say exported
2,000 per month. That is quite a lot.
Even your calculation is low, because in our finding under Kosase at Entebbe Airport, we realized that a day over 100 to 100,000 Ugandan nationals, especially girls, exit for the Middle East. So when you say 2,000 per month, I doubt your accuracy in terms of
that
numbers.
That is about between 4,000 to 60,000.
Because when we are at the airport, one of the reports we got from civil aviation and airport authorities was one that in a day more than 1,000 exit, and so in terms of numbers, you can never know the actual number. Secondly, so in terms of labor, externalization of labor, many times our nationals have been complaining in those countries and seeking for remedy. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been consistently giving one response, that we are not responsible for external recruitment. It is the Ministry of Gender. Now we had to intervene a bit and say, let's have a policy framework and let's come up with a law and legal recommendation that the law is amended to co-opt the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because under international law, our presence in foreign countries is through Ministry of Foreign Affairs. affairs, specifically through our diplomatic missions. So it was approved that we come up with a law, and even in our work plan as a Foreign Affairs Committee within this session, which we have just approved, is to draft now the law, the amendment of the law. You know, ordinarily the government.
So how soon
government has to come up with the law through the Ministry of Justice and among others. But many times, all the minister, but many times they delay. So what we have done through the committee and our framework is that within this year, the next coming 1 or 2 months, we are coming up with a draft of a private members bill as a Foreign Affairs Committee over those matters. So that we address them once and for all. Because even the argument within this year, because our work plan of the next 3, 4, 5 months is part of our work plan as the bigger Foreign Affairs Committee, because these concerns must be cross-cutting. It's beyond. These are realistic concerns.
There are issues
relating to our national
issues affecting all Ugandan nationals, regardless your political affiliation, your background, your ethnicity.
So that one is one of the approaches we are taking, which resonates with our alternative policy statement. The other aspect we are pushing ahead is to push and urge the government to come up with the when it comes to passport, renewal and national IDs. So we have been emphatic on this. The response we got from government is that they are installing the machines in the different countries. For UK, it was one of the countries mentioned for phase 1. Our embassy in the UK, I'm told they have started issuing visa. I mean passports and national IDs. And you know, under these
passports.
Under these, no, they are processing all and for IDs and passports. These are the responses from government when we put them on pressure and our recommendation. Then for UAE, and we are pushing them to install the same machinery in Saudi Arabia, among others, because these are countries where we have a bigger population of our nationals. And in our alternative policy, I made it a fact that we have more people, more Ugandans in some of these countries which have not been given priority. For example, we have I had estimated that in Saudi alone we have around 100,000 Ugandan nationals or 150.
Many.
And the minister responded that they are approximately 200. So 200,000 Ugandan nationals. But I admit that those are estimates. The numbers must be slightly bigger. Now, so when it comes to such affairs, diaspora affairs, especially in terms of supporting these nationals there, when it comes to national IDs, passports, across, we are saying all embassies must have the machinery and the digital installations to enable Ugandan nationals acquired access national IDs and acquired access passports among others, because ordinarily as Ugandan nationals, even if they acquire alternative citizenship, they have a right to also have the right documentation for Uganda when they so choose. So we are being emphatic on that, as well as.
So what about Freddie Rumbuye.
as well as
he doesn't have a passport. He doesn't have national
I want to address a particular person,
yes,
because you told me you are having a general.
Okay, I understand. I'll leave that one. I object to that one. Sorry.
Yes. So, so I may not go into disclosure.
So, Honorable, you don't have time. You have covered whatever I wanted to hear. The third point, secondly, you have said how far you're going to present it this year. So the third one is about diffuse. Museveni said he's going to diffuse people in diaspora. That has taken a negative impact on people. People, they've gone back to bunkers, to hide.
No. That is propaganda. You know, in managing in politics and in politics, especially if you have to understand and appreciate the politics of Uganda.
Yes.
A lot of energy, a lot of influence has been asserted by Ugandan nationals in the diaspora, including those in the UK.
Yeah.
And they have been very, very active. Even in terms of our international,
they have a demonstration.
Even in terms of our international networking and international correspondences and being assertive and forcing international agencies and bodies to act and function in tandem with the people of Uganda. You have seen the influence and role of Ugandan nationals in the diaspora. So that is a fact. And even our party president and president-elect, who has not been yet sworn in, but he won, President Chagulanyi, when he was in the Netherlands recently, one of the things
I was meant to come.
One of in his welcoming speech and the remarks, he said, "You people of the diaspora, you are the people who saved my life from the onset when I was arrested in Arua, among others." So you must know the weight.
We are playing a significant role.
You must know the weight. The weight and contribution of people in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Now, so the strength, the strength, efforts and protection for Ugandans in the diaspora has not been accorded by the state or by Uganda as a country. No, it's and people in the diaspora well understand their rights and the duties as citizens, and their rights both within international law and also within domestic laws in the countries where they are, and they also their rights and obligations as citizens of Uganda. They have a role to play back home in Uganda, because our constitution says all power belongs to the people of Uganda, and they have a right to call government and governance to order whenever our constitution is being violated. So they have a legitimate right and claim over their affairs in Uganda.
They are under threat.
These have always been there. So that leave a lot of propaganda, and I cannot be part of any of such a group training.
But so many Ugandans are scared to come.
I can't trade in that propaganda. Coming home is a different story. But in terms of their self and activism, we are saying let them continue. We must because we are in a revolution which hasn't come to an end. We are midway or at the beginning of a revolution. So for us, we pedal into negativity.
But we psychologically.
No, there is no one. I've been with the people.
It is affecting.
I've been with Ugandans in the diaspora. I don't know those we interact with, but those I'm seeing are very strong and energetic, and they have shown commitment.
But I sit on the executive.
I don't know, but I encourage you people, the executive, if you are shaken, please stay strong, because first of all, the laws in UK are very protective. Secondly, you can't claim to be fearing or to be in fear when you are in UK. No. When it comes back to Uganda, the challenges we undergo is the reasons why some of them exited to foreign countries.
I had to write
we continue
power.
to demand.
I had to write to my MP.
Yeah.
I had to share with the UK embassy in Uganda.
No, because of course people who are in meaningful and serious struggle, some of them cannot easily come back in Uganda, and that's why we are struggling to have regime change here, so that we have sanity in the governance where people can oppose, can have alternative and divergent views, but they still enjoy their rights as citizens of this country. Good. It is part of the reasons why we are in this struggle. So whether it is hard, whether you had so many challenges, that explains why we have to continue with the struggle. So I don't disagree with you that there are even some nationals who can't come for fear of their life. Because when we have those arrested and detained in this country who cannot access fair trial. Now, who can't access fair trial? It is true. It shouldn't be that way, and that is the reason we are in a struggle. It's the reason that's why we are continuing to advocate for a rule of good country, and it's the reason why no one should give up, whether in Uganda or in the diaspora, because you cannot give up along the way, and this is a people's struggle. Every effort matter. So all Ugandans have done one thing or another that adds to the struggle. Of course, there are those who have not been victims of threats and intimidation and arrest when they are returning, and there are those who have been singled out and they are considered as bigger threats. That is the kind of situation and governance we have in Uganda. It is not within our laws. They are doing it intentionally to harass or people of divergent views. But mind you, this is a country where we have a Political Party and Organizations Act, where people belong to different parties, different ideologies, and one of the reasons why we exist as NUP is to take over power. Why we exist as proper power is to take over power, and for us the rationale for power is to give power to the people so that the rights and decisions of the people matter and counts. Now, when it comes to the fears and threats back home here, it's true. Even in Uganda here, many times we had police seeking bond for our nationals, and it's even hard to secure bond. Many times we are in the court seeking bail. There are some who are still missing. Among others, it is true we have most of these atrocities, but it's also part of the reason why we are continuing with the struggle to remanage our country. Then for those who are in the diaspora, they are not in this alone. Those who fear for their life when they come back here, they are not in this alone. Also, those in Uganda are neither safe. So it is a collective effort that we all unite our voices, we unite our energies. The only thing, and which is unique with the NUP, is that we are saying let's use legal and legal means within all means within our laws, which legitimate means to reclaim power in our country. And that's why we participate in elections. Amidst all these challenges, we know that at one stage we shall overcome. And we must remain resilient and hopeful. No one should ever threaten you to fear standing for what is right. No one should ever scare you to fear to stand in defense of our constitution, in defense of our democracy, in defense of the rule of law, and in speaking the truth. The last thing we can lose is hope. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable. Anyway, I'm gonna let you. I thank you for this time for clarifying. All I can say to you, we are desperate to vote. We are desperate for visas. We are desperate to get dual nationality, not at the price of $5,000 US. We are desperate, like to be like Ugandans, because we contribute. People in diaspora contribute.
Of course, we have had a summary discussion. I cannot go into the whole policy statement and all our efforts over that. Because we have been discussing issues to do with the visas, for Uganda nationals, issues to do with even for foreigners, among others, and it's what we have been we are handling in Parliament recently. Because we have so many countries which can access Uganda, but Ugandans can't access them. Some people access visas at entry, but for us we can't access them. There are those who other countries have negotiated, for example, longer visas, even longer visas. For example, a country like Kenya, a country like Rwanda, they have negotiated for over 10 years for a US visa. Kenya, I think around 5 years, but Uganda, the maximum you can get is 2 years. So these are among the details we can discuss now, because we are pushing in that particular direction, and when it comes to our nationals also, the challenges they undergo, because I've seen many nationals, because they have been denied Uganda passports, they have to travel using their foreign passports, because our laws allow dual citizenship. A Uganda nationals would return with a Uganda passport without paying visa. But people returning to Uganda, but they pay visas as if they are foreigners, just because they have been denied a passport for Uganda. But yet they have right to hold the two passports. So there are so many intricate issues, but another time when we have time, we can discuss
I understand. That was my submission to you. Thank you so much. This is Honorable Nkunyingi Muwada, our shadow foreign affairs minister in Uganda, and he's given me plenty of time. I'm humbled and I'm so grateful. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
So that's it. Thank you again, Honorable Nkunyingi Muwada, Foreign Minister, Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs. So today we had a very good interaction with my MP for Kyadondo East, Nkunyingi Muwada. That is Nkunyingi Muwada. He has faced challenges, but he has never backed out in his time, but he has stepped on the ladder, like abduction for Freddie Rumbuye, Ugandans in the prison in the UAE, and he's been addressing challenges, issues affecting Ugandans, something to do with the policy that we need to be implemented, that Ugandans are taken serious. This is the challenges he has faced in his time. He was first when Lumbuye was abducted, so he had to go and find where Lumbuye was. He had to work with the Turkish people, Turkish government. There was a language barrier, but boy, he succeeded against the odds. People, they say the legal doesn't work. I kept on saying it works, and it works. And on his CV, he went on to apply the acts, Persons Information Act 2015, which was implemented, which has never been implemented. It is there. Anybody who stands for president must give us information about them. So it is on record. He has submitted and requested, and we still need those information from Museveni. What has happened? It has gone on that this is what happened. He was abducted. He was arrested. He was put on cuffs. He came back with his left leg injured, and so many things. I forgot what happened to his vehicle. So when you have such a leader, that really energizes you, that really gives you good energy, that you feed on, that you look up to. So there is so much they are going to do, but he's one MP who is unsung hero, but is very, very active on the ground. And what separates him from other members of parliament is that he knows exactly, as the shadow minister, what he must do. And that is so daunting to other people that they find themselves, they don't know what to do. So I thank you, Honorable, and I hope our discussion, people, they will pick up some points, and I hope it will make sense to them, and I hope that you carry on doing that what you are at the best. So I'm going to end up with this video when I repeat it in Uganda. Honorable Nkunyingi ye mbaka w'Ekyaddondo eyaddirira Pulezidenti waffe Kyagulanyi Mbigere. Ye mbaka akiikirira bannayuganda abali wabweru. Wano tulaba ng'ali Ttake, ng'ali Buwalabu, naye asanze ebimusoomooza bingi. Bannayuganda ne babawamba, ne babasiba, naye byonna byonna abikozeeko ne Fred Lumbuye n'aziriza okumuzza e Kampala. Ekintu ekimu kyakoze nga teyeerya ndago, era mulaba amabaluwa agawandiikira Abawalabu bakkirize bongereyo ebbanga bannayuganda bakkirizibwa okuvaayo. Kaakati eyo ebbaluwa yesinga obukulu gye yasaba mu mateeka Museveni atubuulira ebimukwatako. Ekyamuviirako ne bamukwata, ne bamuwamba, ne bamutulugunya, ne bamukuba kugulu kwe ogwokubiri ne kukomawo nga kwonoonese. Kaakati wuuyo ne bamusiba. Naye ekintu ekigambibwa, singa Honorable ono ate muntu ayogera n'abantu mumulaba ku mikutu gya TV, egya leediyo, egyaki. Naye ekintu kye tulina okumanya kye kino. Honorable ono singa yali takikoze ekintu kino n'akifaako nnyo, twalibadde tuswala, NRM yalibadde ewangula. Ekintu kye yakola n'abeera ku musango gwa Lumbuye, ekyo sikowa y'amaanyi nnyo okulaba nti kyaziiza nti Lumbuye tebamuzza Kampala. Jjukira nti Ttake gavumenti yali yeegaanye, embassy yali yeegaanye. Naye olw'amaanyi g'abantu, abantu mwonna ge mwakozesa kusonda ssente, kwekalakaasa, okumubanja, byonna byonna byakola. Honorable Nkunyingi, nkwebaza. Nsuubira nti omulundi omulala tujja kuddayo ompeeyo obudde, era tukwasaganye twongere ku bino byonna by'okola. Byonna byonna nkwebaza, nkwebaliza ddala, weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala. N'olwekyo ebyo ebibuuzo bye mbadde nabyo bye nali mbuuza omukulu wange era omubaka wange ow'Ekyaddondo East. Naye video ebadde nga sikatire stickinga, but well, the information is there. If you want, find it on Demmy. It has been shared to Honorable Nkunyingi Muwada, and it is there. It is not going to be deleted. When you want, watch, share, comment. You are welcome. Salute. People power, our power. NUP everywhere, everywhere, NUP. Salute. Free all political prisoner. Bring back our people and unite. Hashtag Yempeze United Forces of Change. Salute.